Today we're working with a traditional roast dish. It's one of my favourites, roast lamb. It's an Irish dish, very traditional, but very nutritious and flavoursome. And what we're going to do today is we're going to prepare a leg of lamb for roasting, and I'm going to make up a sauce to go onto the lamb. This leg of lamb has a small bone on the side. It's called an H bone. And what we like to do is we like to remove this bone because it actually adds to the ease of carving the leg of lamb. It's quite simple to do. It's actually a pan bone, and I'll explain to you by placing your knife in the back of the bone. Just follow the knife down to the base, and in the bottom here there is a ball and socket joint. What we have to do is we have to place the knife between the ball and socket joint, and there's a small tendon we have to nick just to remove this bone away from the bone, from the leg bone. So loosen the meat away from the bone and expose the joint. I'm actually lifting the leg of lamb, the H bone itself, and there's a small white tendon. Just nick it with your knife. Now you'll be able to see the bone actually coming away. Turn it around so you can actually see what you're doing while removing this bone. Follow the bone around, straight off, and this bone is now removed. So there's the ball and socket joint there in the centre, and there's the shape of the bone that has to be removed. Nice and tidy, but actually now adds to your ease of carving the leg of lamb when it's cooked. That's the removal of the H bone. We also have here one of our traditional cooking aids. It's the pop-up timer, but these are designed for lamb and for beef. By inserting into the thick part of the lamb, into the base, we've discussed this before, when the red eye pops up, tells you as a guide that the lamb is actually cooked. It's set to go off at 75 degrees, and it measures the temperature of the core of the meat. This tells you that the heat's gone all the way through. It's not overdone, but it's not underdone, but it's cooked all the way through. As a cooking aid, it's ideal. So be guided by these timers. They're supplied by us, given free when you buy your joints from our shop. Now, basically that's the leg of lamb ready for roasting. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to prepare a glaze for the lamb. And the ingredients, there's quite a few. There's rosemary, garlic, mustard. There's soy sauce to add the paste. We have some fresh ground ginger, chopped, and garlic. They're your 5 ingredients. So what we have to do, here's my mixing bowl. I'm going to place the rosemary, which has been peeled and chopped, into the dish. We need about 20 or 30 grams of the ginger, plenty. 2 full spoons of mustard. 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. 1, 2. And finally, 1 peeled garlic, crushed and chopped. Very easy to do. Once it's peeled and prepared, use the base of a knife, bang it with the flat of your hand. That crushes the garlic, and then we can chop it. Now, blend together and make this into a nice paste. Smells lovely. It's making my mouth water already, and the lamb's not even roasted yet. It looks delicious. So there's your paste ready. All we have to do now is coat the leg of lamb. Spread it nicely over. This will give it a nice aroma and flavour while it's roasting. We've now covered the leg of lamb in the seasoning we've made, spreading it evenly all over the joints, and that's ready to go in the oven. Our root vegetables in the baking tin are potatoes and red onions. We're going to season them just to enhance the flavour. Bit of salt and pepper. Now we're going to place the leg of lamb in the roasting dish and cover in foil. You're going to cover the joint with foil. There's two sides to the foil. There's a shiny side and a dull side. The shiny side has to face inwards. What happens in the cooking process is that the heat is transferred through the dull side of the foil and is retained inside the cover. The shiny side then reflects the heat and cooks the joint from the inside out. So it's very important to always place the foil in this correct manner. I'm just going to pinch the edges of the foil around the roasting dish and place it in the roasting oven. The cooking time approximately will be an hour and a half. But we have our timer. You can just feel it on the top, so I'm just going to make a little insertion into the foil. So the timer will be on the top and we'll be able to see when the red eye pops with the glass of the oven. Just remove the leg of lamb from the oven. I took the leg of lamb out of the oven and removed the foil for the last 20 minutes of cooking. This browns the meat, and as you can see the timer's popped. It's now fully cooked. So what I'm going to do is just going to leave it to rest for about 15-20 minutes before carving. This allows all the meat juices and the flavours to settle and it'll be easier to carve. So I'm going to place it on the plates with my lovely flavoured root vegetables and just allow them all to stay in flavour. This will make a wonderful roast dinner. So there we have it. Roast leg of lamb.